Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I thought I would just take this moment to check in and do my reading. I'm doing my readings a little later in the day, I've decided, but today is day 7 of, I think it's day 7 of being back into order, our new order. So welcome in, everybody. Let's just go ahead and let's just say the prayer. I invited my higher self to be here with me for the next 24 hours. Thank you, higher self, for being here with me. Thank you for putting me in front of the people who I need in the next 24 hours, and thank you for putting the people who need me in front of me in the next 24 hours. That includes 3D, 4D, 5D, and social media. Thank you so much. Now is the time to put in your special prayer request of the Most High. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Most High, for hearing our prayers. Thank you for redirecting us if we need redirection. Now I invite the ancestors to be here with us for the next 24 hours. Thank you, ancestors, for being here with us. David Bowie, thank you for being here this week as our unconditionally loving spirit guide. This is day 7 of this week, so tomorrow I'll be switching out the cards. But thank you. David Bowie has been here very strongly with us as our unconditionally loving spirit guide this week. So thank you, David Bowie. And finally, I invite in my guardian angels to be here with me for the next 24 hours. Thank you for keeping me safe, healthy, and sane for the next 24 hours. Guardian angels, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's jump in. All right, so I'm kind of like, so I'm someone where, like, one of my, lizard brain reactions is to, start speeding everything up, gloss it over, take the shortcut, jump 10 steps ahead. That's kind of how my lizard brain works. And it's because I have that to such a degree, I have to consciously slow down, okay, a lot. And so that's kind of the overall theme. That's why I'm entering in and doing this reading, is to slow down. Okay, so welcome in, everybody. Let's all slow down together. Okay. God, I love life. Even though things aren't perfect, I love life. I love life. One of my good friends, she's kind of my best friend at the moment, actually, but we were talking and we're like, you know what? It's people are asking us oh, have you fallen in love? And it's yes, I've fallen in love with myself. That's where we're both at. We're we fall in love with ourselves, So, it's a beautiful place to be. I'm feeling that right now. I'm feeling that energy very strongly. Falling in love with myself, falling in love with life itself, All right, so what is the overall theme of this day, this final day of September 30th, 2025? What is the overall theme of today? From the tarot, let's see, what's the first card that's going to come out? All right, let's see. King of Pentacles. Oh, I like it. So this is my good catch card. All right. So I'm a good catch. You're a good catch. I heard someone say, actually one of my favorite podcasters that I just discovered, in late 2024. I'm so grateful I discovered him. Is Anthony Scaramucci, actually known as the Mooch. I discovered this podcaster and I just I heard him say, like attracts like. Here we are, there's a lot of smart people of us, there's a lot of good catches out here, and we are attracting each other. So that's just something, that's a good theme of today. Just know that what you seek is seeking you. If you see something and like attracts like. So if you see other people who are really cool, who you really admire, just know that the reason you can even recognize them is because you're also really cool. Okay, you're also worthy of admiration. You're also a good catch. So that's a good place to be operating from, okay? So, of oh my God, I am, what I love and admire in other people is also what I am. And so therefore, like attracts like, so we're attracting each other. That's a good way to operate, okay? So let's clarify this King of Pentacles. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, yeah. All right. So we got the Chariot coming up. So I actually, you know what? We're gonna stick with the Chariot as today's card, but I'm gonna shuffle. But so I actually read this really great explanation of the Chariot yesterday that I had never read before. But basically, the Chariot talks about. Hold on, I'll talk about a little more when I'm gonna just have that be the theme card of today. You know, one of the things the Chariot talks about, okay, is I love this deck. But see how there's two horses here? So, like, I have my own interpretation of the Chariot. My own interpretation of the Chariot is that the Chariot is... So the Chariot is the only card in the tarot, the only character in the tarot that is both male and female, okay? So the divine and androgynous is kind of... Because what that represents is that a fully integrated human being where I am fully in acceptance and, you know, in an empowered state regarding both my feminine and masculine energy. I can hold those two things together and use that to fulfill my dharma. So the Chariot is a lot about your dharma, okay? It's also the Bhagavad Gita, which, you know what, I had like, so I was a rideshare driver for a very long time in my life, and you know, people really look down on rideshare drivers, and like, I got so much BS for like why are you doing this with your life? Like, why are you wasting your life? Anyway, people like, they just crap all over rideshare drivers, which is, you know, it's like, I don't know, but, you know, in the Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu or Krishna is the driver of the Chariot, okay? The God is not the great warrior. He is not the great whatever. He is the driver of the Chariot. This is God himself. So it's just, you know, it's just a reminder, like, don't crap all over rideshare drivers, okay? Like, we're freaking Krishna, okay? So anyway, but that's kind of my definition of the Chariot. But I was reading this great definition yesterday, and so the Chariot represents like it can represent, because I was doing a love reading and I read about this, and it's two people deciding to put the work in. Like, two people deciding that they value each other enough. So it could be a business partnership, it could be a romantic partnership, any kind of partnership. But two people deciding they value each other enough to put the work in to make it work. So, like, you're a good catch, I'm a good catch, and we both see the value in each other, and so we're gonna make it work, okay? So those are the kind of relationships you're manifesting in your life, both business and romantic. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's get another clarifying card for an overall theme of this day, September 30th, 2025. What is an overall theme of this day? What is the energy up in this field? Let's do a little check-in. This is my Shakespearean tarot. Oh, I love Shakespeare. Okay. Ooh, yay! We have the star. Oh my god, I'm so happy. So as you see, I use reversals in this deck, and the star just came up upright. Oh, that is a beautiful omen. I want you to know that is... What are the odds? What are the chances of out of 78 cards, you know, the theme of today coming up as the star? Okay, that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm I think the star, I can't remember, it might be Oberon. Hold on, I want to actually read from the book. I want to see what this has to say about the star. It is Oberon. Oh my god, I love A Midsummer Night's Dream. I absolutely love it. You know, oh my god, Shakespeare is coming to us for the next 24 hours. He is our unconditionally loving spirit guide for this next 24 hours. So I am actually, Shakespeare helped me, the spirit of Shakespeare helped me edit my book, actually. So I am, just FYI, like, in terms of, like, the literary spirit world, like, they answer to me, okay? So, Oberon. The star card is usually depicted as a woman. However, as Titania was being used as the moon, it seemed appropriate to call upon Oberon, Shakespeare's other great figure of the night, to assume the role. I love that. Shakespeare's great figures of the night, Oberon and Titania. God, I just love that. Midsummer Night's Dream is like, that's one of my favorite pieces of, you know, writing ever created. Absolutely 100%. God, I love A Midsummer Night's Dream so much. I love it. I adore it. But the great figures of the night. Yes, aren't we? Okay. Us great catches who are coming together and deciding to put the work in. The great figures of the night. Oh my god. Okay. Shakespeare's other great figure of the night to assume the role. Granted, during the Elizabethan era and in A Midsummer Night's Dream, there are no kings in England, and so he is a consort. But elsewhere in earlier tales that Shakespeare has likely read, Oberon figured far more heroically and majestically, so I present him as an equal to Titania, bestowing upon him confidence, generosity, and a balance of things spiritual and material. The divinatory meaning of the star upright presents all as well-wishing from the end of the play for luck, protection, good influence, intuition, spiritual rebirth, hope, joy, reward, peace, satisfaction, deep and tender feelings, beauty, refinement, and prosperity. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for us all on this beautiful day. What a wonderful way to end this week of readings that I've been doing with these decks, with Shakespeare coming in as a very strong present spirit here for us, okay? And as an unconditional loving spirit guide. All right, let's clarify that star energy, that Oberon energy. Oh, I think Oberon is also coming to us as an unconditionally loving spirit guide. Yay! We love Oberon. All right, so let's clarify this Oberon star energy. All right, we have 7 of Wands. Huh. Interesting. This guy he's just, showing off his mad skills. King of the mountain. He's got like 7 different wands at his command. 7 different magical wands at his command that he can, and he knows how to groove. He's a master of them all. Showing off. I like it. Showing off our skills with the 7 different magic wands we have at our command. I like that. I'm going to use that. All right, so let's see our other unconditionally loving spirit guides here with us. David Bowie, what is the overall theme of today? In addition to what the wonderful tarot graced us with today. My nose is itching again, guys. Stop talking about me, please. Thank you. Alright. Joker! Yay! Oh my god, so... Oh god, okay. I feel like I need to remember. So part of what I have to practice all the time is slowing down. All right, slowing everything down. All right, so I'm gonna over the course of this, while I'm pulling the cards, I'm going to talk about Joker, my relationship to Joker. Yes, I'm talking about Joker from Batman. Okay. So Joker. All right, so let me talk about this. I'm gonna go in depth, but hopefully I'll just get it all out right now. All right, and so let's get a direct message from your special person to you. So this is a direct message from your special person to you. You'll know who your special person is to you. Okay, so when I was young, like when I was in preschool age, anyway, I've always loved Batman. Batman is the only superhero I like. Okay, but I've loved Batman like forever. Okay, I don't like Batman I used to watch the Batman cartoon that was like came out like when I was like in kindergarten, like when I was in elementary school, so like let's say like kindergarten through probably like second grade. Like I watched the Batman cartoon on TV every day. Okay, I watched Batman and Gargoyles every day. Okay, that was like my routine. Like when I got home from school, I watched Batman and Gargoyles. Okay, every day, religiously. Like, and I sat there like. I was like, it wasn't like, I wasn't even a fan. I was like a student. Okay, I was like a student of Batman. Okay, I have been a student of Batman as long, like, forever. Okay, and so like I wasn't a fan of Batman. Like I was like an initiate of Batman. Okay, and I don't know what happened, but like. They were filming the Batman movies during that time, and I was living in New York City, okay? And I don't know, like, one of my good friends in nursery school, okay, so her family lived in the same building that my family lived in, okay? And we went to the same nursery school. And we were friends when we were young, that age, but her mother, so this is a message from your special person to you, okay? So they say, I admire you and you inspire me to simply stop and enjoy the fruits of my labor, to appreciate all the amazing gifts of life. Well, I love that. But anyway, so her mother, this friend of mine who lived in our building, her mother was a reporter, a news reporter. That was her job on NBC. Okay, and so anyway, there's a photo of me and Batman that was like taken. I don't know. I think, like, I don't know, because, okay, so when I was a child, especially like preschool age, like, I had a lot of, like, I still have red hair, but back then, I had this, like, brilliant, like, strawberry blonde, golden hair, and I had these bright blue eyes, and I was very smart, and I had a lot of, like, I grew up in New York City, and there's, like, everybody, when I walked into a room, like, everybody knew. It's like I was famous, okay? Just because of my star power, this sort of natural star power I had. And people would come up to me and they'd tell me how beautiful I was and blah, blah, blah. And like everybody I saw in New York City, like my mom at like school, she's like, just say thank you. Just say thank you. But a lot of times I wouldn't say anything at all. Like literally I was treated like a celebrity, okay? And, I'd go into wherever. My mom would take me to wherever she was going to get her hair done. And that's like the one thing my mom would spend a lot of money on was getting her hair done. And I was just like, this celebrant of the hair because of how beautiful my hair was. Okay. And I had this sort of, whatever. I had that, I have that star power energy. And it was growing up during that era of my life, there was a lot of people who would be like, you should be on TV. Like, you're cuter than Mary-Kate and Ashley. There were people, I'm saying, who were like, and my mom was like, absolutely not. Like, we don't do that. We're not doing that. Nope. Which, I understand why she did that. Now I do, because it's just, but anyway, so, like I was saying, my best friend's mom she was an NBC News reporter when I was in nursery school, and she was trying to get me on TV a lot, and anyway, so we had one opportunity to be on TV. It was that my mom allowed. It was the Halloween special, and I remember we were driving there, and I had my makeup all planned that I was gonna tell the makeup artist I wanted to be a puppy. You know, I remember I had this like face paint book at home, and I used to study the puppy makeup, and I knew it by heart. And we got to the NBC studio, and I got there, and I told the makeup artist what I wanted, and she's like, I don't know how to do that. She's like, you have to be a clown. She said, like, you're on the script to be a clown. I'm gonna do clown. And I started crying, and I said, no, I won't go on, and I refused to go on. It's like, everyone, like, one of the big reporters, this was before he was big, actually, but Al Roker was like, and all the NBC people were like, come on, put on the clown makeup. Let us do the clown makeup. It's like they wanted to effing Joker me. They wanted to Joker me when I was like 4 years old, okay, and I refused. I refused to go on. Anyway, I don't know exactly what happened, but anyway, I'm just saying, like, the TV people, the movie people, to a certain degree, there was a conspiracy that they wanted to Joker me. They wanted to, like, hit me with the Joker curse, okay, when I was freaking 4 years old. And I had the instinct and the knowledge. I'm like, no, like, I am not letting anyone paint clown makeup on my face and then having me go on national TV. Like, I just knew, like, I'm sorry, what I was just saying, like, the Joker is like a very strong demon. Is a very powerful overall theme of today. Okay, shoot. Okay, so here we go. So the Joker is a very strong demon. Is a very strong demon, and we have the regret card coming up first. So yeah, anyone who tried to Joker me when I was freaking 4 years old, yeah, you have regret. Anyway, so there's either you might personally be feeling regret, but that is going to be a theme of today, or other people, I don't know. Regret is coming up as a theme. So anyway, they tried to Joker me, and I had my intuition, I knew, and so, because anyway, like, I didn't know consciously, but I just knew not to let them put the clown makeup on me, and and then have me go on national TV and typecast me, because I knew somehow that it would, like, remember the whole Joker curse? I mean, just look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But Joker is a very powerful demonic energy, and that, especially in like the 80s and the 90s, was really a strong, prevalent, like, supernatural demonic force in New York City during that time, okay? And but I'm just like, I had a lot of like the Joker demon around me. And but when I was like the way I processed it was Joker was my brother. Okay. And they had mutilated my brother. Hold on, the Sun Strength Empowerment. I had seen the adults around me. Oh my God, what had they done to my brother? They had mutilated him. They had cut his face, and they had cursed him, and they'd done all these terrible things to my brother. My brother, who I love so much, the Joker. And I was very upset. And that was sort of like how I dealt with that demonic spirit. So anyway, Joker's coming through today, guys. So Joker is my brother, who I stood up for, I went to war for as a child. So Joker likes me. Joker's my friend, okay? So, but that's a theme of today. You might want to come to understand what your relationship to Joker is. All right. So all right, so what's an overall theme today? Sorry, that was kind of a long-winded story, but I felt that was important to tell. Yeah. Okay. Distance, retreat, or timeout. Interesting. So that's coming up as a theme today. Never a bad idea to go on a honeymoon with yourself. Distance, retreat, or time out. Okay, I like that. Distance, retreat, or time out. Okay. That's another theme of this day. I like this day. Time to go gaze at the stars and gaze at the sky by yourself. We have a lot of unconditionally loving spirit guides coming out. We have Joker, we have Oberon, we have David Bowie, and we have Shakespeare himself. We got a lot of spirit guides coming through very strongly today. They're gathered around me and you. Okay? Whew, aren't we lucky? All right, so let's clarify this distance, retreat, or timeout. Distance, retreat, timeout. Okay. All right. Unexpected. All of a sudden. Okay, so I just got a little bit of a download. So I feel like maybe you have been in a time of distance from something. Maybe you have been in retreat from something. Maybe you have been in a timeout. Okay, so if that's the kind of period you've been in, like unexpected all of a sudden, there's going to be a lightning strike and you're going to be zapped out of that. And instead of distance, you're going to have closeness. Instead of retreat, you're going to have confrontation. Instead of time out, you're going to have time in. Okay? But so if you've been in a time of closeness, confrontation, and time in, then there's going to be lightning, shoot, flash, and you're going to have distance, retreat, and a timeout. Okay? All of a sudden, your life is going to go from one polarity to the other polarity. Okay, we have that coming up today in this next 24 hours. Okay, so let's get what is the overall animal spirit of today? What is the overall animal spirit of today? This wonderful last day of September. If anyone tries to tell you, a warning is a warning, heed warnings, but like today's a beautiful day, okay? We got all these, you have a lot of unconditionally loving spirit guides surrounding you at this time. They're protecting you. They're filling you with their guidance. They're filling you with their love and support, okay? They're validating the heck out of you. So just bask in that, okay? Bask in that. All right, but what is the, animal guide coming with us today? What is the animal guide? Who's giving us the overall theme of today? Okay, we have hummingbird coming up again. So, this came up the other day, but I'll read what it says. Because repetition is, sometimes we just need to hear the same things over and over again. Positive things, it helps us reprogram our brain, okay? Hummingbird is my spirit animal, okay? So, I'm also here with you as your teacher and guide, okay? But I talked in depth about hummingbird the other day, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm just going to read about it. So, hummingbird, positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. Smart, curious, loves to learn. All right, so just let that message sink in. I impart my hummingbird energy to you. All right, so drink of this my beautiful medicine that I'm sharing with you, okay? All right, and just to close out, let's get a love card. Remember? Okay, so what else do we need to know about our relationship with our special person? Remember, your special person's direct message to you is, I admire you and you inspire me to simply stop and enjoy the fruits of my labor, to appreciate all the amazing gifts of life, okay? Oh, body positive. Oh my God, what a great way to end this week with these decks. All right, so let's read about the body positive. What a beautiful way. Oh my God. I love how the world works. I'm in love with life. I'm in love with myself, okay? Body positive. Comfortable in my own skin. The love story. It says, the lover sat down to seek relief on a blistering hot day. Let's sit down under this parasol, away from the stinging hot rays of the sun for a while. No longer will the harsh gaze of the summer heat burn them. Here, under this tree, they are safe. And as they sought this place of refuge in a sometimes judgmental and harsh world, they found so much more than just shade. Here, in this place, they found self-acceptance, indulgence, joy, and inner beauty. They had created a safe refuge where they were free to be naked and fearless. Away from the gaze of the hot sun, away from the opinions and musings of others, they retreated within and found self-love, acceptance, and adoration. Oh, I love this. So it says action. It says, make a list of all the things you love about your body. Journal about your beauty. Go into detail and what don't you like about your body. Try to release that criticism. Adopt a different point of view. Adorn and lavish yourself with compliments. Take a day to just love being you. Says meditation. Imagine a refreshing energy passing over and soothing your body inch by inch. You are protected and worthy of praise. Affirmation. I am beautiful. I love my body. I love my mind and spirit. I love myself. What a beautiful way to end this week out with this card decks. Okay. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to have different decks. It's going to be a different theme. Bye. Ciao, ciao.